Not your average tabletop. Woohoo!
Welcome to Not Your Average Tabletop. I'm Zach.
And I'm Pepper.
And we're recapping our October month, first attempt at October for Pandemic Legacy Season 1.
Yes, spoiler alert.
Spoilers ahead. And we will not have a second part to this because we somehow have now rattled off 3 straight wins.
Yes. We brought Gus back, and it's just been fantastic.
It has been fantastic. It's kind of crazy. You can definitely go check out our previous videos if you want to see kind of how we've gotten to this point so far. There were a couple things I think we forgot to mention last time, but we can mention them now. But yeah, I'm starting to wonder if we're doing something wrong because a couple of these last ones have seemed almost a little bit too easy for us. But at the same time, it feels like we're right on the verge of having a lot go wrong, so we might just be...
As we can see on the board, there are a lot of cities with 3 cubes in them. Mm-hmm. And if some of those could have just chained together one turn, it could have been devastating.
Right. Yeah, that's true. So it's definitely... we didn't actually have any outbreaks this time, but
we did not.
We were definitely on the verge, and I think... we looked, and the next card was going to be an epidemic card, so it probably likely would have caused some chaos.
Yep.
If we weren't able to end it this time, or this turn. But yeah, we brought, like you said, brought back Gus and Ho, and dominated.
We did. So I guess, one thing we didn't mention in the last video, for the win bonus for September, at the start of this, any game in October, we can advance all kind of search parties 1 space, or... add an equipment sticker to a city card in one player's hand. Mm-hmm. So we decided to just add or move this 1 space because this goal was going to be getting to City 0 and finding Patient 0 and discarding city cards of that color, and if you discard the actual City 0 card, you get additional movement along there. It just felt like that one was going to be a little harder to do. So we decided to take the bump on that track, and and right off the bat, I kind of ran up there because she had an ability to not gain scars in a city when it outbreaks, and as well as a card that had an upgrade, which was Riot Gear, which if she starts her turn in a city with faded figures, usually you gain a scar, but she could show that card, not discard it, I believe, just show the card and not take the scar. So it felt just right to send her up there and take care of that. And she just continually kept drawing like 1 red card to be able to... do that because you had put a military base in that spot, and that gives a bonus every time you take that action, that search action. So I decided to just kind of do 1 card at a time, kind of gaining that military base bonus multiple times. So that went pretty smoothly. We found the Patient 0 very quickly in the game, and he actually rewarded us with the DNA of Coda, which we needed the gene sequence, the DNA samples, and the virus development record. So we have 2 of those 3 now.
We didn't get that. That's not what we got from the last person, right?
No.
Okay.
No. But yeah, so this one found them, and the Patient 0 said, "It burns in my brain. I can see everything. I can still see it. They came out of the darkness, and they grabbed me, and we went away somewhere. The feeling is amazing, and there were soldiers, and you have to talk to the soldier. He was there. Talk to him. Talk to him. Talk to him." Well, the soldier that I'm thinking that is was, if you watched our previous month, Dick Sneed betrayed us.
Yes, he was the betrayer.
Yes, he infiltrated us and just kind of was not a good guy. He was a dick.
He was, that's what we named him. But now I can't even remember because it's been a while since we did play and put the thing on Dick that determined that he was a traitor. I'm like, I don't remember if it forced us to put it on his. I don't think it did.
I don't think so.
because yeah, it didn't. It said that there was a chance that that might not even be
Yeah.
in the game.
Yep.
So yeah, maybe not. But it just happened to be the soldier. So
Yes.
that made me think of that immediately as well. But yeah, kind of in the game, we luckily, I don't know, even though there were all those potential outbreaks
Yep.
about to happen, it didn't ever feel like anything was too crazy.
Yeah.
Because we threw a lot of quarantine markers out in
Yeah,
the
just your local
faded
pressure
area.
is an amazing ability, especially for Hong Kong, where we have that military base. You can just get in there, and it seems like those were the ones that kept coming up, just
Right.
surrounding Hong Kong, and you were able to just sit in there and
Keep
quarantine everything around it. So it just was really, really helpful.
It was. It really was. So yeah, that really helped us. And then kind of the other ones just slowly seemed to build up throughout the game. So they were just finally getting to the point where they were about to burst. So we were luckily able to kind of end the game before it happened.
Yeah.
But yeah, another thing we forgot to mention before, with our last game, we finally had our first collapsing city. So we've actually been lucky enough to only have, just still some more normal cities. But then we also had, we have a lot of rioting cities now, but we finally had our collapsing one in Bangkok.
Yes.
So that one is a little bit of a pain now, probably will be. But we also, as one of our new goals or objectives, was to sabotage 2 military bases, and we actually did that at the beginning of the game. There was one placed in Baghdad.
Yep.
Just with the new kind of rules with those. Because kind of the military is not on our side apparently.
Yep.
So we were able to eliminate the one that was created in this game in Baghdad, and then we later got the one that we had in New York as well. I don't know if that's going to hurt us.
Yeah, because that's one of our best connections to get over to New York. So I'm not sure. Maybe we were thinking just a little too short term completing that, but I mean, like you said, if the game had extended a little longer, I don't know if we'd be in a great position. I think we would have possibly traded that base for possibly downgrading some of these cities even more and into rioting and possibly even collapsing some of them.
Right. So yeah, otherwise it wasn't too much.
Yeah,
Not too much danger.
I'm surprised. We have quite a few cities that have not outbreaked at all, especially Paris and Madrid, which just seem these last couple games
And
to have
Milan.
been packed. Yeah, Milan as well. Just that whole
And
area
London.
up there just seems to get full so
Yeah,
often.
it's crazy. It's crazy to me. It mostly happened in, we got the Atlanta area, Miami, and then kind of the faded areas are really the only ones that have a little bit of trouble. And then just kind of random other cities.
Kinshasa just out of nowhere, just randomly a level 3.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't
Crazy.
even remember what happened there, but it's crazy. I don't know if we're doing something wrong. And sometimes it feels like we are, because I'm like, oh, there's a lot of stickers there for all these other ones, and I don't know if it's just we happen to not have that badness, and maybe we're clearing things out and being safer than we should, because we've also only had one scar at this point. And I didn't know if those would be a little more common.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess we're at this point. We've played it how we've played it. There's not really a way to check if we've done it wrong. That would be maybe one of the things I looked. And actually, our first game we played over about 14 months ago.
Yes.
So we have really extended this a ways. So there could be rules that we just don't remember. So. Hopefully, I don't think we've probably missed much, because we kind of have looked back at the rule book every time, so I don't think we've missed anything. But yeah, I would probably suggest so if you've made it this far in the video. If you are going to do this, I think it is better to get it in a little shorter of a span than that long, just because it does get to be a little difficult to remember some of the things. But yeah, otherwise I think we did pretty well. So we set ourselves
pretty
up.
smooth for the scariest, spookiest month of the year. We actually, it was pretty calm, I think. It was building up, like you said, but we were able to get it done before it actually exploded.
We even found patient 0.
We did. But yeah, then we won this, so any game played in November, at the start, we'll be able to add 3 roadblock markers anywhere on the board, which is interesting because we have 3 permanent roadblocks, which I think was the thing that we just postponed, and finally did it, and those have not come into play at all. in
Those
these
cities
last
haven't even
games.
had anything happen.
Which is kind of crazy, but
Yeah,
we've also
really,
never-
the last couple of games we've played, it hasn't really had too much at all happen.
No, not
in
really.
the kind of left half of the board.
Yeah, we
Left third.
we let Bogota, one of the spaces with a
yeah, I suppose we did have the one.
research
We did have the one outbreak.
research station. It kind of got pulled from the bottom of the deck with an epidemic, and stupidly on my turn, we were like a turn away from finishing the game, getting the 3rd cure and 3rd objective complete, and I just kind of quickly just moved and cleared 3 cubes from Washington because I knew I couldn't get to there and cure just yet. But I could have taken one of my actions with her to place a quarantine marker anywhere on the board, because I really didn't have to clear all 3 cubes from Washington.
Right.
I could have put one on Bogota, and of course that card did get pulled and brought that to a level 1, which is 1 away from destroying that research station. So definitely a little error there, but that happens.
It happens.
Have you ever seen a movie or TV show
Where it doesn't go wrong.
where the characters don't make a stupid decision?
Exactly.
She's not quite to her father's level just
Right.
yet. She's got a lot to learn.
She's got a lot to learn before he goes. Probably in December. But yeah, then so what did we end up adding? Did we say that?
Oh yeah, we ended up adding a shady background
To Ho.
To Ho, and so that is play any card matching the color of the city you are in to perform the sabotage action, which is kind of one of the main objectives now that we'll be dealing with, hopefully, for enough games to make this worth it.
Right.
But yeah, so we've got 4 out there currently that will be staying. This one will get wiped away.
yeah.
We just built that this game.
We'll have 5 because we'll add one at the beginning of the next game, I assume.
Yep.
So
yeah, hopefully that'll come into good use. We're probably just going to try to stick with Gus and Ho, the Smileys, for a while. I don't know. It's probably maybe not the best idea, but we're attached to these characters. And we
At
want to
this point.
follow their story versus
Right.
Someone else.
Right. So yeah, we'll hopefully be able to finish off with both of them. Hopefully we don't lose either of them in the next 2 to 4
That'd be
games.
sad. That would be
'Cause
sad.
That would be tough. If it's the final game, it's
Yeah.
not as tough. But yeah, it would be tough if it was like our first game in November, lose both characters,
Yeah.
they die instantly or something.
That'd be bad.
Oh boy, that would be tough.
But in addition to that, we added some equipment upgrades to a bunch of these cards as well. So yeah.
Yeah, I think that's kind of everything we did. So we're looking forward to the month of November. Trying to take that one on next. We once again have no funding, so we will not be getting any special cards. So we're trying to put as many of those tags on those cards as possible.
Yes.
I don't know if that'll come into play a lot, but yeah, I'm looking forward to it. So yeah, that was everything for October of Pandemic Legacy Season 1. Check out our other previous videos. Otherwise, also subscribe so you can see the final 2 months of the year and see what happens. But otherwise, we hope to see you on those videos. And as always, don't forget to
Keep on nibbling.
honor content.